Hello. My name is Hunter, and this is the first video of my channel. Though not the first video of mine on YouTube, I used to, way back in the day, do really cringy Minecraft videos. We've all done that in our preteen years when we really weren't social and were awkward and really weird. But yeah. I've since grown out of that and gotten into knife collecting, and in my power-hungry search for relevance, wanted to be the first consumer to review the new for 2019 Gerber Fastball. Because at the time of this, I don't believe anybody has reviewed or put a review up on it on YouTube. And I wanted to be the first because a lot of people were interested in this knife, but wanted to know if it was quality, knowing that it came from Gerber, and so they were just like iffy about it. Generally, Gerber's American-made stuff is really well done, and this is no exception. This is an exceptionally done knife, and for the price point, I don't see a whole lot wrong with it. I'm gonna do a quick overview and show you what it has to offer, and if it's for the knife, or if it's the knife for you. So first off, I read a forum post of somebody who bought his and it came uncentered, and he ragged Gerber about it. He's like, "Oh, it's awful. I knew Gerber wasn't good anymore. I just had to try it." And people responded to him. Or replied to his comment saying, "Well, did you try tightening the pivot?" And at the time of this video, he hasn't responded. Mine, and I know someone else who's had theirs, came perfectly centered. And I've held several other examples that were all perfectly centered. So I'm sure that was a fluke. That could have been fixed if he just took his torque screw to it and went slightly to the right, but trolls will be trolls, am I right? And another complaint a lot of people had was that it looked a lot like the Kershaw leak. I particularly didn't see it whenever I first saw it, but now that I have it in hands, I absolutely do not see it. I don't like the leak as a general rule. I like the link. I could see how people get an overall shape vibe about the two, but the leak and stuff. But just because something has a Warncliffe blade and has a gray color to it, of which this has several other colors as well, doesn't mean that they copied the design. It's just a popular sort of trendy forward Warncliffe blade, although it's a modified Warncliffe because it has a swedge to it. But anyway, it's a smaller knife, or medium size, I should say. But 3-inch blade. Really nicely sharpened out of the box. S30V steel blade. Really good heat treat. Anywhere between 59 and 61 on the Rockwell. I work as a stock clerk at a local retail store. And we get truck about 3 times a week and have to cut a lot of cardboard in doing that. And the edge that was given to me out of the box was really sharp, hair popping sharp, and kept its edge all week, only to need slightly touched up on ceramic rods during the weekend, back to a razor hair popping edge. But yeah, out of the box, really nice even edge, razor sharp, no complaints there. Saber ground, stonewash. You can get this in a all black with a black oxide coating blade on it, or black oxide coating on the blade, and then the sage green handle version. This is the urban gray. Comes in a stonewash blade with a light stonewash, and then a stonewash clip. One thing that Gerber made a big deal about this knife was the action and the detent. And I have to say, here's an example of a good detent. A really good detent on this CRKT. Oh my gosh, Goken. I almost said Rikiri. I have a Rikiri as well. I get these confused. But as you can see, it's not a very good flipper. The detent isn't dialed in quite right for it. This, though, has the detent to end all detents. Really, really solid detent. And the ball bearing pivot really gives it a nice smooth action. Opens every single time. Made in USA, in Portland, Oregon. The liner lock has a really nice lockup on it. I've had liner locks that are really early disengage on me, and liner locks that are really late jab into the inside of the handle and get stuck. This one is right dead center, about where a liner lock should be, with room to wear, which is nice to see. And again, perfectly centered blade out of the box. You're looking at a, I think, 4 1/4 or 4.5 inch blade or handle overall of Type 3 hard coat T6 aluminum scales. So Type 3 hard anodized aluminum. All aluminum on one side, and then aluminum with a steel liner for the liner lock on the other side. And then a glass-filled nylon backspacer with a lanyard hole, really generous one that you can fit 550 cord through, and a pocket clip, which has a pretty deep ride. A little bit sticks out from it, but not too bad. And it is tip up, tip down, and on the left-handed side. And I'm not completely ambidextrous, but I am competent with my left hand, which could be taken in a proverbial way. But as you can see, flips out and disengages really well with the left hand as well. And yeah, and it's really lightweight. I think it's 2.3 on the ounces. I could be wrong on that. I think I mentioned it's a 3-inch blade. You got the Gerber logo on the clip, which is the only place that this has the logo, or the Gerber name, and then the logo's on the blade, where, you know, where CRKT's here, and then you have CRKT on the blade. You know, SOG is one of those brands that comes to mind with over billboarding. This is pretty subtle, and I like it. But yeah, no side-to-side play or up-and-down play or anything like that. Really well fit and finished. The only gripe I would have in terms of fit and finish is the liners are a little rough. But other than that, this knife is really well done. And for $100, USA made, all you're getting, I highly recommend it. And it's not just because I like Gerber as a company, because I like all knife companies, minus Smith & Wesson. And Baron Sons is a little iffy. But other than that, yeah, it's American made. It's really good quality. You can't deny that. If you were interested in the design, pick one up. They're currently sold out on Blade HQ, so I would go to Knife Center. I don't know when they'll be back in stock on Blade HQ, but yeah, really, really nice lightweight EDC blade at $100. You can't go wrong. So yeah, sorry for the unprofessional video, if this has been unprofessional. I'll get better with editing. I know I've been saying a lot, and my voice is a little shaky, mainly due to the fact that it's cold outside, and I'm outside because the lighting was good and all of that. But I want to keep the video under 10 minutes. I hope y'all enjoyed this review, and that it was helpful to you in making a purchase or not making a purchase. And I hope y'all have a great day. God bless.